What is up, everybody? Mystic7 here. And today we're gonna be skipping our normal, highly edited fun intro for 3 main reasons. One, and most importantly, I brought my drone to record the big fun intro and I forgot the memory card because I'm an idiot. I seriously debated jumping in the water over there and just drowning myself. Number 2, we're actually at one of the best places in Boston for Pokemon Go right here. This is Castle Island and I cannot move my screen around. What's happening? There we go. Okay, we're at Castle Island in Boston, and again, this is one of the greatest places for Pokemon Go in Boston. Apparently an Ampharos spawned here super randomly yesterday during our meetup, so it is just, this is like the place for Pokemon Go. This is like the Santa Monica Pier of Boston. And reason number 3 why today we're jumping right into it is because there is some information uncovered by the people over at the Pokemon Go hub about spoofing in Pokemon Go and the possibility of it no longer working on Android phones. We're gonna talk about all of that and more, and actually today is the 3rd ever Mystic Mondays Q&A being uploaded on Tuesday because I was in Boston, so I'm sorry it's late. So we're gonna be answering a bunch of questions that you guys asked for me and traveling back to California today, so overall it's gonna be a very, very big, busy, important day, and I hope we find some good catches. But let's walk around, see what we can catch, and talk about spoofing on Android. Okay, first catch of the day right here, we have a Totodile, and there is actually a Pupitar about a 15-minute walk from here. I'm not gonna go get it, but a fan tweeted me, they're like, yo, check this out. So that's here too. Let's grab the Totodile and talk about the Android spoofing. We got, hold on, 685 on the Totodile. Ooh. Again, this article is from Pokemon Go Hub, and the link will be in the description. Trainers, it seems like in the near future, GPS spoofing will become a thing of the past. According to a code change in Android 7.1, apps that fake or mock GPS location will no longer be able to hide that fact from the Android location subsystem, which is great, which basically means that apps that spoof will no longer be able to spoof with Android 7.1. In previous versions of Android, fake GPS apps were able to change users' GPS location without disclosing that to the system, making it impossible for Pokemon Go to detect the fact that they were spoofing, and now that has all changed, and this Totodile is being difficult. So basically with this new version of Android, there we go, we got the Totodile. Basically with the new Android version 7.1, spoofing does not work at all. Well, I wouldn't say at all. Some people kind of can spoof, some people can't. This is more like a step in the right direction of where we need to go when it comes to spoofing. But if you do have an Android phone and you got Android 7.1, most likely you will not be able to spoof. But there are a lot of ways around it, and it's not really guaranteed that spoofing will end because of this. We'll talk more in a second. Let me use this cluster to put into perspective how good this park is. I literally just put down these 3 lures, and we've got a Chinchou, there's an Azumarill that spawned here, a Shelter. This place is awesome. Okay, Azumarill. Now, what does this mean for spoofers? This does not mean that every spoofer in the world is gonna get banned or it's gonna block their thing. Unfortunately, only 0.4% of Android devices have been updated to Android version 7.1. So only 0.4% of devices that could be spoofing now can't. This update is only for the newer versions of Android, so the likelihood of like the entire spoof base being pushed out by this, it's not gonna happen. One hitter quitter on the Azumarill, by the way, and this is unfortunate because although it's going to fix the problem for like 3 people, the majority of spoofers in the world will still be able to spoof, and that's good and bad news depending on who you are. But this is a step in the correct direction by Android, so expect to see more updates like this probably in the future dealing with spoofing and false location. So if you are still spoofing and you do not need to spoof to play Pokemon Go, I'd recommend stopping and learning how to play without spoofing because you might need it pretty soon here. But Azumarill down at 1138 CP with Rock Smash and Hydro Pump, which is actually a pretty cool moveset. And then if you look around here, there's just a bunch more in this cluster, but we'll walk around, and that's basically the news on the new Android update and on the whole spoofing situation. So that's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and also let me know your comment questions in this section below, because now we're gonna start answering some of our Q&A questions for today's Q&A video. We're gonna hang out here for probably, I'm looking at maybe 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna head out and go home because we have to check out of the hotel at 1 p.m. and it's noon and I'm 20 minutes away, so we gotta hustle. Actually, so we are here with some of the boys from yesterday, so what's up, dudes? And we've got the first question of the Mystic Mondays Q&A and a random Ariados that spawned here. And the first question is, what's the story behind that mysterious scar on your forehead? I get a lot of questions about this. And I guess a lot of people recently have been like realizing that like, yes, I have a bullet wound in my, it's not a bullet wound, it's actually a birthmark. It's a birthmark. It was gonna be surgically removed when I was a kid. My mom was like, F that, and we kind of just kept it, and it's faded away over the years. But like when I was a baby, it was like this big, and it was like a big red bump on my forehead. It looked like I had like a unicorn going on there, but it is a birthmark, it's not a scar. Also, cross sting and cross poison with 1145 CP on this Ariados. Not bad at all. So we're gonna walk around, a little bit more, probably for like 15-ish more minutes, and then we gotta head back to the hotel because we gotta check out and go back to Cali. But first question down. And now we actually got a seal, a chikorita, and a goldie. Chikorita obviously is the best one here because we're clicking that first at 356 CP. And the next question from Jeffrey Glutz, and the question is, how long does it take to make each video? That's a question I get a absolute ton. And the answer, it really depends on the video itself. So these Q&A videos take a lot less time to edit because it's just like answering questions. One hit or quit on the chikorita, so they're pretty easy, but typically the average amount of editing per video is probably between like 3 and 6 hours depending on what the video is. Like when I have, you know, no time at all to edit and I have to edit stuff quickly, like when I'm at PAX, I can edit a video in like maybe 1 to 2 hours, but usually when I take my time and like make the sweet edits, it's like 3 to 6.
Man, a lot of other rappers trying to say they came up, or they on the come up, they doing this and they doing that, but it's all about the music, homie. If you can rap, you can rap. Music speaks for itself. There's too many rappers and that is a problem. Now everybody's on the come up. If y'all don't chill, we gon' kill the whole genre. It's already been messed up. The fans, I'ma worry about how we all look. Likes on the Instagram, something we took. Nobody listens to what we are rapping, but they tweet that for the social status. Like, hey, check out this main. Always so hot, oh, I love when he sang. And in reality, she just think I'm too cute. There's a bunch of other girls in my name, know my fame through the same written, so on the same page. I've been so mature, but we the same age, and I don't know.
Okay, let's answer some questions. Amanda wants to know, what's your favorite of one exposed update coming this year? Oops, very complex. Well, my favorite out of all of this is not Generation 3, it's not Legendaries, it's not Mew or Mewtwo, it's the PvP and battling systems coming out. Because in my opinion, you can keep releasing new Pokemon as much as you want with Pokemon Go, especially if it's like only 1 or 2 generations per year. They're gonna need a lot more to the game than just new things to catch. There needs to be new battle systems, there needs to be a competitive aspect in the game that makes people really want to get out there and battle gyms and compete against their friends, because that's what makes a game like Pokemon Go very, very successful, especially on mobile. And especially with the fact that you could do like global series, like really cool stuff with Pokemon Go. That's what they need to bring out, and that's what I'm excited for. Also, just got a Magnemite. We are at Boston International, so we're heading back to Los Angeles pretty soon here, but I figured we'd answer a couple of questions before we head out because, oh my god, the Pokemon here are trash. Isaac asks, what are your travel plans after Boston? And this is actually a question that I got not only a bunch of times during the Q&A, but like a lot in that meetup. A lot of people want to know where I'm going to be next for Pokemon Go. And I'll tell you guys the same thing I told everybody else. It's going to be somewhere tropical. After going in Boston and freezing my arse off for a couple days, we're definitely going tropical. Actually, I'm lying. I'm going to Chicago this month. I'm doing a family visit to Chicago at the end of this month. Let me check my calendar. From the 30th of this month to the 3rd of next month, I will be in Chicago, and I will definitely do a meetup there and a bunch of videos as well. So that's happening at the end of this month, and I guess it's the next official next place for Pokemon Go. Although the next like actual real travel for Pokemon Go will be tropical, and I'm saying it's going to either be Hawaii or the Bahamas. Very Blat Izzy, are you planning on traveling from state to state, seeing which has the best spot for Pokemon? I definitely do want to do eventually some kind of like, was that a critical catch? Did we just get that? I want to do like a Pokemon Go like world tour, US tour. Like I want to hit every single one of the 50 states. Eventually, this will probably be like a next year thing, or after summer, during summer, every one of the 50 states, and for like a couple of days, and see how the Pokemon is out there. Like go to the best places for Pokemon in each state. And I think that could be kind of cool, but that will be like later on, like super duper planned out, hopefully hosted by like Niantic or something. Kyle Lopez, how would you feel if they rotate regionals, or were to do like a regional Pokemon migration? How you doing over there? We got the boy, we got the boy. To be honest with you, I personally do not think they should migrate regionals, and that's only because I can travel around, but for people, the majority of the people who play this game who can't just get up and go to another country, I'm sure you guys would love to see regional Pokemon migrations, and I feel like that would be cool maybe once or twice a year. It has to be like super duper not frequent, because to be able to, you know, rotate all the time and fill people's Pokedexes, that like takes away from the fact that they're regional. So I think if they were to ever migrate regional Pokemon, it'd have to be 1 or 2 times or 3 times a year at most. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab some Starbucks right now, and then we're gonna move to a different spot. Just kidding, Ashley, we're getting on the plane right now, so probably no more questions until we land, but we are going to California. Okay, back in LA, now we're heading home, gonna answer some more questions back at the apartment. And we're home. Okay, let me try to rocket through a couple more questions for today's Q&A because it's still a Q&A video. And don't mind my hair, I just woke up. I'm sorry, I look like I'm crazy. Ian Rhines, do you think you'll ever see another unknown since you missed the one at the pier? I don't know. Actually, one of my close friends might have found one recently, so it seems like they might be spawning. They might have raised the spawns for unknown, because apparently on, I think, Saturday or Sunday, 3 unknowns spawned in Boston, and then one of my buddies found one, and then now one spawned at Santa Monica. So they might be spawning more often, and we might see more unknowns in the coming days or weeks or months, who knows. But I really hope that I find an unknown at the pier. Yes, one did spawn on the pier. If you guys didn't see my video, it really sucked. I got a lot of tweets and I wasn't there and I was gonna cry. But yes, I do think eventually I most definitely will find another unknown. It's just kind of like a lucky timing thing. But I hope one spawns at the pier, but we'll have to see. My boy Slimmy Shank asks, alright, here's my actual serious question. When are you coming to Chicago? Do you know the exact dates? I will be in Chicago. We'll be in Chicago from March 30th to April. It's looking like April 4th. And that's not an April Fool's joke. I will be there during April Fool's Day, and I'm gonna be doing a meetup in Chicago 100% for sure. I don't know what the weather's looking like, so it might be like a smaller indoor meetup at some cafe or mall, or we might go out and do a big Pokemon hunt. It's gonna depend on what the weather is looking like in Chicago, but I definitely will be in Chicago at the end of this month. I'll do a meetup. I'll do like a what does Pokemon go like in Chicago video. It'll be a fun time. But yes, that is happening at the end of this month. RJ basically asking how rare are the evolution items, because he spun a lot of Pokestops. He's level 29 and he has not gotten one in a minute. It has been, I think, over 2 weeks now since I got my last evolution item, and it was a King's Rock. So I have not gotten a new evolution item in several weeks, and I don't know why. I've been spinning stops every day. I've been playing every day. Maybe I'm not spinning enough stops per day, but all I know is that it's been weeks since, 1, a new evolution item, and 2, an evolution item in general. I just haven't gotten one in forever. So hopefully we get some more soon. I still have so many Porygon candy ready and so many Scyther candy ready to get my Scizor, to get my Porygon 2. I've got a lot of evolutions I still need to do, and I'm just waiting on these stupid evolution items to come out. Avery Smith, are you ever going to release any merch? Yes, I am planning on releasing some merch, hopefully next week. I'm working with a company right now. It's just been, the whole traveling everywhere thing has been making it really hard to like sit down and like work on contracts and stuff. But yes, I am partnering up with a merch shop, and I should have something set up by like later this week or maybe this weekend or next week. I'm trying really hard to get that set up. It's like all on me. Like, I have been the reason why this has been taking so long, and I feel bad for the guys at this company. But yes, merch shop coming soon. Now we're going to answer a couple questions you guys left on last week's Mystic Monday Q&A, so if you guys want to ask some questions in the comments, make sure to leave them down below, because I'm going to pick a couple for next video and answer them. John Jensen, how are all of your friends doing since high school? Will you do a reunion video with them in the near future? Dude, my buddies are chilling, and actually I see them quite a bit. JT Gilly was one of my best friends, and he's YouTubing now. He's doing Pokemon Go, and he comes down every once in a while for Pokemon, and my buddy Steven comes down, and Jazz comes down. A lot of my friends that I was hanging out with in high school that I was really close with, I see quite a bit. Whenever I go back up to the Bay Area, I actually go back once a month to the Bay Area because of these freaking things right here. I've got braces. So I have to do like once a month orthodontist appointments, and I go to the Bay Area to do that because that's where my ortho is. And whenever I do that, I stay for a couple days, and then I hang out with everybody and say what's up. And I have a couple friends down here going to UCLA and other colleges, so I do still see my high school buddies every once in a while, just that like with all this traveling, all the videos, I don't see them a lot or talk to them a ton, but like I text, I Snapchat, I play Xbox with them like almost every single day. So it's not like I, you know, lose contact with these guys. But yeah, my buddies in high school are still doing good, still chilling. JT Gilly's at over 15,000 subs. He's doing awesome right now on YouTube, and the Pokemon he's finding have been insane. So if you guys have not checked out JT Gilly's channel, go look at it, because he has been getting some crazy, like, better than me hunts. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying to plan a trip with these guys. Right, I want to go somewhere for spring break. I hope I can get something going, but I definitely do want to hang out more with my high school buddies. It's just like, again, like I'm in Los Angeles, I'm, you know, doing YouTube, I'm traveling everywhere. It's hard to see them, but yes, they're still doing good, and they will be in videos in the future for sure. Gamer25, what do you use to record your phone's screen? This is one of the most asked questions that I get. And, oh, I can't check it right now. My screen recorder is on the Android store, and it's called Game Screen Recorder, and it looks like, hold on. It looks like that. That's it right there. Game Screen Recorder. That's what I use to record all my videos, and you have to use it on Android. There is no iOS recorder, no like phone screen recorder for iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, there's a couple of YouTube channels that like show you how to record your screen on iPhone, and just look those guys up. But you kind of have to do Android, unfortunately. And the last question of today, because I need to wrap this up, upload it, and then go get my car, and then go to the pier for today's video, or tomorrow's video. Don Wong, if you catch a 3000 CP Vaporeon with a 0% IV and the worst moveset ever, would you keep it? And in honor of Mystic right here, absolutely I'd keep it 3000 CP. I don't care, I don't even care if it had 0% IV and the worst movesets, yo. Mystic and I, we take that Vaporeon in and we'd shelter him and comfort him and show him some love. I'd probably never use him in a gym, and if I did, it was like for a joke, but like I would absolutely keep him because love to all Vaporeons, no Vaporeons left behind, bros. But that was today's video and today's Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We are back in Los Angeles, so I expect a lot of big hunting videos today. I will be going straight to get my car from Ford because it's been in the shop for the weekend, and then I'm going straight to the Santa Monica Pier because I need to grind, and there was an unknown, and I saw a Dragonite yesterday. There's a lot of stuff at the pier that I need to go back and get, and it's been just very, very lit for Pokemon. So pier videos coming soon, hunt videos coming soon, evolution videos coming soon. A lot of stuff is happening this week, and I hope you guys enjoy everything happening. And then again, our next journey outside of California will be to Chicago at the end of this month, and then hopefully Hawaii or the Bahamas next month. But that was today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like on the video and comment down below your comment questions for next week's Mystic Mondays Q&A. I'll see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Peace out. Also, one last thing. Thank you, Boston, for this little portion of Mystic and our new Umbreon, aka Boston. Alright, see you guys next video.